Hi guys, welcome to Linux YouTube channel. My name is Ram Mishra and I'm your online instructor. So what's in this video? In this video I will tell you how to configure iSCSI target and initiator in Rhel 8. So guys, let's begin the topic. But before start the lab session, we have to understand few points, which is what is iSCSI target and initiator and their use cases. Okay, so for the demonstration purpose I have a lab scenario for you. Please look at that. Guys, this is my iSCSI target and initiator lab scenario. So the first question coming in our mind is what is iSCSI. So iSCSI means Internet Small Computer System Interface. It's an IP-based storage networking protocol that designed for sharing the block storage over the internet. Unlike file server, NFS server, Samba server, these are the servers we have in Linux and Unix environment, which works at the file system level, but iSCSI work at a block device level. Okay. So in iSCSI we have different types of component. Few of one of them is target and initiator. So what is the meaning of target? So which target means which provides some storage space. This would be at the server end. Okay, and the initiator means who access the provided space from the iSCSI target server. This would be at the client end. So whenever we are talking about the server, that means we are talking about the target, and whenever we are talking about the client, that means we are talking about the initiator. Okay, so for the demonstration purpose, here I have a two tested virtual machine. First machine acting as a target server with the host name server1.example.com, IP address is 192.168.0.1, and the current running OS is Rhel 8.0. And the another side, another hand, we have a trusted client machine that is known as iSCSI Initiator, and the station name and the host name is station1.example.com, IP address is 192.168.0.2, and the running Linux OS is Rhel 8.0. So what I'm going to demonstrate you, um, in this target machine I shared my block device, that is slash dev device, over the network for my iSCSI initiator. Okay, so don't waste the time, let's begin the lab session. So guys, this is my Linux terminal and currently I'm logged in on my target server. So firstly I will show you the target host name and the assigned IP and the running Linux OS. So the machine name is host name, that is server1.example.com. Currently I'm using 192.168.0.1 IP and my running Linux OS is Red Hat release is 8.0. So we have to follow a few steps for configure the iSCSI target server. First step is register your block device. To register the block device on the target server, we have to confirm that we have attached another hard drive. So if I go with lsblk command, lsblk list block devices, it shows me that I have attached additional disks of 5 GB name SDB. Look at that. This is my additional hard disk, that is SDB of 5 GB. So I'm going to present this SDB to the client machine, or we can say iSCSI initiators. This storage will be available for iSCSI initiator to work as a block device. Okay, so guys, let's start and install the iSCSI target CLI package first, and then start and enable the services. So I run the command yum install. I go with the yum utility and target CLI. Okay, so yum local yum is already configured in my this machine. Okay, it started. Install the main package, that is target CLI, with some dependencies. Once the package will be successfully installed, I got the command that is known as target CLI. I'll show you. Verifying and completed. Okay, now here I have target CLI utility. Okay, so using this command I can manage iSCSI target server. So this is the first step we have done successfully. So do not forget to start the services. So what I'm going to do, I say systemctl start and target service, and then make it permanent on also. So enable, and let's verify the status of this service. Status, okay, it's active and running. Great. So this is the first step we have done successfully. Now move to the next step, which is create target back storage, or you can say data storage. Now if I run the target CLI and press enter, see target CLI and press enter, see what happened. I got some prompt. Okay, if I type help here, if I go with help, see, so I have got some options related to the target CLI command. Okay, if I go into exit from there, there's already saved in some configuration file, which is in /etc target. So this is the configuration file. Now again, if I go in target CLI prompt, and if I type ls command here, so it will give me the list of available option in the hierarchy format. I will explain each and everything for you. So start with slash, this is under slash. Okay, so under the slash we have three options. One is a block store, backstore, and second one is the iSCSI, and third one is the loop back. Okay, under the backstore we have four more options available, which is block, file IO, pscsi, and the RAM disks. Okay, so start with block storage. What is the meaning of block storage? This is used for Linux block devices such as Dev, SDA, SDB, LVM, your raw partition. Okay, file IO. What is the meaning of file IO? If you don't have any physical disks available like Dev, SDA, SDB, or SDC, but you have some free space on your file system, and if you have created a file using dd command to reserve the space, and you can convert that file into a disk and present to a client, that it means it comes under the file IO option. Okay, pscsi means any storage object that support pass through SCSI command comes under the pscsi, and RAM disk is used for memory copy RAM disks. Now if we talk about the iSCSI, this one, if I'm talking about the iSCSI, that is very important. Okay, so under the iSCSI we have to provide the configuration for the client which can be access these target source storage. Here we have defined ACL, LUN ID, portal, target, user authentication, and many more things. And the last one is the loopback, which is used for the loopback purpose. So first we have to, what we have to do, we have to bring all my disks under the back storage. Either go with the block section, either go with the file section. And once we have done this configuration, we can bring this disks for configuration under iSCSI to the particular node. Okay, so I'll show you how we can do that. Okay, because this is the hierarchy model, so we have to give the complete path. So I started with the block storage, so I go with cd block storage and block. Okay, now currently if I check through ls command, there is nothing inside the block. So first we will create the LUN inside the block. So how can I create it? I go with create and give the LUN ID dix1, and which one? Dev SDB. Okay, so it's giving me a message, created block storage objecting dix1 using Dev SDB. So if I run the ls command, this time we can find out the difference. Look at that. Look at that. There is a new LUN which is name is dix1, and which is attached with this SDB5. Earlier there was nothing inside the block. Look at that. Earlier there is nothing in the block section. Okay, now there is a LUN named dix1 inside the block, which we have created using the Dev SDB of 5GB. Every time I'm using LUN, what is the meaning of LUN? LUN means a logical unit number. I will explain this. This is very important for iSCSI target and initiator. So go with the rest of the things first, then I will explain later. Okay, now I have got my disks under the block storage, so this task successfully completed. Now move to the next task, which is configure the iSCSI target. That is very important. So under the iSCSI, I am going to the create target first. So again go back cd, and here I am where I'm talking about iSCSI. Okay, here I am, and you can type also pwd command, and if you go ls, look at, there is nothing, there is blank, there is nothing. Okay, so create the target, you can just type the command create and press enter. Okay, so at the server level I have created target with the IQN and the TPG. So what is the meaning of TPG? That is target portal group. Just like if we want to communicate, two machine communicate each other, for this we required both machine unique IP address. The same way here we have a IQN number on the both end to communicate on this iSCSI level. So IQN means iSCSI qualified number. This is a unique name that is used for identifying target as well as initiator. Now if I type ls command, earlier there is nothing in iSCSI, but now if I type ls command, look at that. Now we could see IQN number of my server. Under the IQN number I have a target portal group 1, that is TPG1, and I got few more options like ACL, LUNs, and portal. Okay, so I'm going to explain one by one all things, and we have to configure all 3 points. Okay, so what is ACL? ACL means access control. This is a kind of security. So ACL is based on iSCSI initiator IQN number and used to provide access to specify user. LUN means a logical unit number. The backend store device that are shared through the target. This can be any device that support read-write operations such as disks, partition, logical volume, files, or tape drive, anything. And the portal, this is the IP and the port that a target or initiator used to establish the connection. So we have to configure all 3 points. Okay, so let's now move to the next step, that is configure the ACL rule for the iSCSI initiator. So first I configure ACL, then go with LUN, then go with portal. Okay, so for configure the ACL rule, I have to again follow the hierarchy. Now the point is that who can access my LAN? I didn't give any permission. So for give the permission to the trusted client, for this I have to configure the ACL rule. Okay, so again I press CD and go down the LAN section. Here I am. Again I run the pwd command. Look at that. Okay, so create the ACL rule for this LAN. What I'm going to do, I say create and copy the IQN from start to till here, copy and paste and mention your trusted client, that is station 1. Okay, now when I press enter, it's not valid path. Let me check, did I do something mistake? Create, let me copy one more time, paste and station 1, storage object path not valid. Sorry, I am in LUNs, I have to go in ACL, no issue, sorry, here. Okay, that was silly mistake. Here I am on the ACL. So now type create and give the IQN and with station 1. Okay, now created node ACL is successfully created. Now we can see ACL is given only to the station 1. Now only station 1 is able to access my target storage using this unique IQN number. We can verify using ls command. Look at that. Okay, so now move to the next step. Next step is create a LUN, that is logical unit number. So again I run the CD and this time I'm going to configure LUN. So here I am. Okay, so currently I don't have any LUN here. So what we have to do, we have to bring the Dix1 LUN from blocked into the iSCSI LUN. So if I type CD, look at that. So what we have to do, we have to bring this Dix1 LUN from block into the iSCSI LUN, so that I can give this LUN to my client, those who are access my target server through unique IQN number. Okay, so for creating LUN, go through the hierarchy format one more time. So I'm in the LUN and say create and give the path backstores block takes 1. I press enter. Okay, so I got the message. Now if I run the ls command, look at that, I can see under the LUN there is a LUN named called LUN0 from block takes 1. So this is also completed. Now move to the next and the last step, which is configure target portal. So if I again go the CD and go with the portal section and type the ls command, this is the default portal which is already configured. So what I have to do, I have to remove this default portal and make our own portal group. So for this, delete IP and port 3260 and make your own, say server IP address and 192.168.0.1 and the port 3260. So we can, let's verify using ls command. Now it's changed to my new portal. Now at the server level my configuration is done. Now time to save and quit from there. So I go back with cd command and go back in the slash. Let's verify everything. Okay, box storage we have done. In the iSCSI I have configured a TPG group, ACL, LUN and the portal. Everything is perfect. Okay, now save config. For save the settings and run the exit command. Okay, now this is the configuration will be saved in the JSON format under the etc target directory. Okay, so you don't need to go and make any entry of this file, just use target CLI command and make it same changes. Now move to the iSCSI initiator side, means I configure the iSCSI client side. So guys, I SSH to my client for better reach. So what I'm going to do, I say SSH 192.168.0.2, give the password. Okay, I access. So first of all I show the host name that is station1.example.com. The IP is 192.168.0.2 and Red Hat release version is 8.0. Great. So for configure the iSCSI initiator utilities or client, we have to follow few steps. First step is install the package, that is iSCSI initiator package, and start and enable the services. So first of all, install the package first. Package is iSCSI initiator utils. So this is the main package you have to install. Okay, and start and enable the services now. Great. Once we successfully install the package, we got the command iSCSI admin. So iSCSI ADM, this is the command, this is the only command which will be used to manage our complete iSCSI stuff. Okay, so now move to the next step. Next step is to configure iSCSI initiator file, configuration file, modifying the configuration file. So for this I have to open the configuration file and modifying some entries. So where's the configuration file? So configuration file is etc under etc iSCSI and initiate name dot iSCSI. Look at that. So I have to modify this name. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have to just copy this entry from my target.ctl utility and copy the entire ACL mapped learn section and paste it here. So let's see if I scroll up little bit. Here it is. Yeah, this one. So just copy the entire path from target server. I just copy and look at that. Currently this is. Now I'm modifying it and replace the entry. So just remove and paste. Great. Okay, so just copy and or you can type the complete path from the target server and replace here and save and quit from here. And then after, do not forget to restart the services. So systemctl restart iSCSI service. Great. Now move to the next step, which is discover the iSCSI target. Before mapping, we have to discover the LUN first. Then only we can map available LUN which is provided from the target server. Before that, I'll show you the help of iSCSI admin command. So I go with iSCSI adm help. See, there are more options are available using this command. So first we have to discover, go with the discovery mode, and then we have to map using available node. So for discover the target, the command is iSCSI admin -m, which one, discovery mode, and -t type means send target, and the portal is 192.168.0.0.1. Press enter. Okay, so now I'm able to view the output from the discovery command, that is my server IQN number. So this task has been successfully completed. Now move to the next step, that is log into the target and verify the target storage. But before to the login and map to the target server, I confirm you that currently I don't have any additional disks on the client side. So I can verify using lsblk command. See, there is only one hard drive, that is SDA, which is the operating system based hard drive, and currently I don't have any additional hard drive attached with this machine. Okay, so now I'm going to log in. So for this I have a simple command, iSCSI admin -m, and this time mode will be node discovery rather than discovery. Currently I'm using node, and simple -l means login. Now see, once I press enter, I got the message login successful. So login into the portal for given IQN number is successful. Okay, now again if I run the command lsblk, here I have SDB with 5 GB. So this is how we can map and learn from iSCSI storage to the client level. Even I can go with dmessage and pipe tell me attach SCSI disks. Okay, but the point is that we have one more option, but the point is that how we to ensure that this is the local disk or physical disk or iSCSI disk, because LSBLK will not show you the which type of disk it is. So for ensure that ensuring this, we have a file called iSCSI under the proc. So if I go with proc cat proc SCSI, look at that. Once I press enter, go to the model and look at the model number, that is disk1. This is the name what I have given while creating the block device. So I'm able to see the LUN number here. So from here we can confirm and sure about that is iSCSI LUN. Now move to the last step, which is assigning the file system to the target storage and start the mounting process. So now in the order to use LUN, we need to format the disk and mount it permanently. So quickly I'm going to make a LVM partition using this disk and mount it permanently. So look at that, how I'm going to do that. So I started with LSBLK first and make a physical volume. So I go with pv create command, dev as db, physical volume created successfully. Then go with volume group vg create, give the volume group name, and from where dev sd b, and then I go with lv create command and give the 100% full space. So I said 100% free, sorry, free, and assign a nice name, that is lv, that is logical volume, and where, from where, that is volume group vg. Okay, it's created. So you can verify the entry through lvs command. Its logical volume is created, name lv, size is approx 4.97 GB. Okay, now I'm going to assign the file system of this logical volume, mkfs dot xfs, because I'm using Rhel 8, so I go with xfs, dev, volume group, and lv. Okay, it's formatted. Just grab the UUID from lsblk command. So I copy the UUID from here because I need it during the permanent mounting. So for permanent mounting, I open the file etcs tab, go to the bottom, put up the UUID here, and assign the nice mount point name, that is Yahoo, could be anything, and go with the file system, that is xfs. And here I'm not using defaults. I go with netdev. At the network device, I use netdev instead of defaults because it gives me a more flexibility. Whenever the target server is not available due to any reason, my client will not stuck on the boot process. Okay, say 00, save and quit from there, make a mount point Yahoo, mount -a, mount all, go to the Yahoo section, try to make some file. Let's verify file. I created 100 number of files, txt, say ls command. Okay, all created successfully, and let's verify with df-th. Okay, so guys, this is how we can configure iSCSI target and initiator in Rhel 8. Finally, this is the end of this topic. Hopefully you enjoyed and learned new things. Soon I will come up with another new interesting topic. Till then, keep practicing, keep watching. If you feel something I have missed or you wanted to know more something else, please leave your comments and subscribe my YouTube channel for the latest update. If you like this video, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon button for the latest update. Soon I will come up. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.